Took a little while today with the rain earlier and then a little bit of a brief shower just about a half hour ago, but we are nonetheless set for the second half of this two-game series between the Medicine Hat Mavericks and the host Energy City Cactus Rats, playing their first home series in Spruce Grove this season. Starting pitchers today on the Cactus Rats side, they'll go with Tristan Harley, the product of Tallahassee, Florida. They'll get the start opposite Mavericks pitcher for today, and that one will be Yusei Uzawa, as we're being shown on the roster. Interestingly enough, he will also be batting, so something to keep a note of. Potentially could be a bullpen day for the Mavericks. You never know when they've got a player both hitting and pitching, given how much of an oddity that is. For Tristan Harley on the Cactus Rats side, as we pull up the stats, Harley so far, 9th game of the season. He's pitched an even 30 innings, given out 29 hits over that span. He's a 1-2 record, also credited with a save. Further to note for Harley, just 14 runs allowed, 13 of them earned. Strikeout to walk ratio will be an interesting thing for Harley, as he has 37 strikeouts and 28 walks. Certainly a true outcomes pitcher as opposed to contact. And the first batters he will face in the Mavericks lineup, they'll face Aaron Volcano, followed by Jaden Babiak, who got last night off, and then Carter Roth.
Leading off for the Mavericks, right fielder number 13, Aaron Volcano.
So Volcano leading off today. He was batting second last night. They'll lead things off for the Mavericks as Harley is set to pitch. The Cactus Rats had the white uniforms last night. They've got the gray with neon green trim this afternoon. Sit back, relax, and enjoy the ride. We are underway with the first pitch from Harley in there for a strike. Volcano last night, not his best outing, but still reached base with a walk in the 6th inning, as he'll foul that one off. Otherwise, did not find much of an opportunity to get on base across 6 plate appearances. Looking to change that today, as the count is 0-2. Here's the pitch on the way from Harley and fought off once again by Volcano. Volcano, of course, as we mentioned a fair bit yesterday, one of 3 Volcano brothers on this roster. And both Adam and Johnny had better outings last night than Aaron did, and it'll continue for Aaron Volcano with a strikeout to start the things off here this afternoon.
Now that is the Mavericks, second baseman number 6, Jaden Babiak.
So I'll bring up Jaden Babiak to the plate. Got the night off last night. Babiak, the St. Albert kid, getting to play at least one of these games here in the Capital Region. And the first pitch on the outside corner, 5 straight strikes to start for Tristan Harley. Look at the pitching stats for the wrong team here, as 1-1 count. Babiak, a .299 average across 77 at-bats. He's got 23 hits and 17 runs scored. Also 6 RBIs. 1-2 count. Harley is set, deals, and this one will be powered down the line, and it's going to stay fair as Babiak, his first plate appearance of the series, will turn 2, and the ball will be thrown in before he can think about going to third, but nevertheless on board with a double. Carter Roth will be the next batter up. Batting fourth last night, he's third in the lineup this afternoon. Roth had a better night at the plate last night than he did out in the field. And he'll look to continue that with a man in scoring position. The first pitch upstairs for ball one. Roth last night had a hat trick of singles, 3 base hits across 6 plate appearances. Ultimately did not get an RBI, but came around to score in the second as he pops this one out to right field. The catch is made for the second out. Runner forced to stay at second is Babiak.
Batting for the Mavericks, number 22, Evan Morrison.
Catch recorded there in right field by Parker Husu, getting the start out there today. And I'll bring up the number 4 hitter in the Mavericks lineup, Evan Morrison. Morrison really got into the Cactus Rats' heads yesterday as he starts with a first pitch strike. 2 home runs, including the deciding hit in the 8th inning, a grand slam, to go along with his 3-run homer in the second. As he pops this one straight up, that will not be a home run. He'll stay out in left center field, and camped underneath that to make the catch for the 3rd out of the inning is the center fielder today, that being Sanders. Will go to the bottom half of the inning, still scoreless on FloCollege.
For more than 40 years, we've been there, helping Canadians find the extra space they need to grow and to create new memories. Sentinel Storage. Buy Canadian, store Canadian.
The live sports experience is changing. Teams and facilities are under pressure to provide online and in-venue entertainment. IKS Live has the right team to deliver. We provide service across North America and produce the best fan experience, in the seats or streaming to you. IKS Live.
Leading off for your Cactus Rats, number 40, Elias.
Bottom of the first inning. And the starting pitcher for the Mavericks, a correction as I misread the number earlier. The starting pitcher will be Gary Dornan for the Mavericks. Dornan, a product of Moncton, New Brunswick, Southeastern Illinois College. His first batter will be Elias Campbell. Campbell also got the night off last night. And the first pitch he sees here today will be a strike on the inside corner. Campbell so far on the season, .221 average across 77 plate appearances, 17 hits, and 11 runs batted in. Count moving to 1-1. As the pitch down in the dirt. Campbell from Patterson, New Jersey. We have his family and some other potential New Jersey residents watching these games this weekend. And he'll put a charge into that one, but it's right at the third baseman, sent across the diamond. Third base today is Carter Roth. He records the out.
Now batting for the Cactus Rats, number 3, Parker Husu.
So I'll bring Parker Husu up to the plate. Husu managed to reach base several times in last night's game. Reached hit by pitch and error his first 2 times up, had a 2-run single and a solo home run in the 6th and 8th innings respectively. Starts the count ahead, 1-0. Husu, of course, one of the best batters on the team this year after last night's performance, up to .312 on the year for the average. He is ruled to have gone around by home plate umpire Mam McConney, so 1-1 the count. For Husu, now 29 hits and 15 runs batted in. He'll see the next pitch and pop this one up back towards the Cactus Rats dugout. That's not going to be playable. It's off the top of the shack out there. Count moves to 1-2. Husu, one of multiple players on the Cactus Rats from Victoria, British Columbia. A total of 3 players from Victoria and a 4th, Connor Phillips, from Vancouver. So British Columbia represented well on this year's Cactus Rats squad. Another pitch foul back as Husu battles to stay alive. Bang third in the order today is Timo Aracena. Just like last night, he is on deck currently. Dornan set, the 1-2 on the way is inside, and a good take by Husu. 2-2. Take a look at the other side of things out on the mound for the Mavericks as Husu fights another one off. Dornan, the starting pitcher for Medicine Hat today on the season. This is his 8th appearance. He's thrown 19 2/3 innings. 27 hits and 22 runs, 19 of them earned, with a ratio of walks strikeouts at 15-12, and here he deals with the full count. Dornan, 8th pitch being thrown here in this plate appearance, and Husu sees it go outside. He battles back well to draw the base on balls. He continues to find ways to get on base.
Coming up to the plate, number 10, Timo Aracena.
Timo Aracena, next batter up for the Cactus Rats. In his first inning plate appearance last night, grounded into a fielder's choice that set the stage for Zach Barnell and Drew Abercrombie to drive home a total of 4 runs. Scott Husu on at first. They'll check in at him, the Mavericks will, with Aracena currently ahead in the count 1-0. Husu with a healthy lead, chased back once again. Aracena so far on the season leading the team in batting average, still at .400 after last night's game. He's got 50 hits now on the season with that performance. Jumps ahead here, 2-0. Another good take. 3-0 on Aracena. Also not playing last night for the Cactus Rats, Riichiro Uno on deck. Nice touch by the home side to play the Japanese national anthem before this game. A 4-pitch walk to Aracena as one of the several Japanese products on this roster, Ryu Uno, coming up to bat. And he will have a favorable situation here as back-to-back walks issued by starting pitcher Gary Dornan for the Mavericks. Uno so far in the season just a 148 batting average, but he's only had 27 plate appearances and has managed to drive in 4 runs as well as draw 7 walks. Cactus Rats would like either one of those right here. First and second, 1 out, and the first pitch on the way to Uno is down and away. 7 straight pitches thrown for a ball by Dornan. Uno from Uriasu in Japan. We saw Shindo yesterday, and here's Uno driving that one into center field. That might bring home a run. It will indeed, as Husu is in to score. How about a first plate appearance in Spruce Grove for Uno as he gets Uno on the board for the home side.
How about number 18, second baseman, Drew Abercrombie.
Solid piece of hitting for the Cactus Rats, and now Drew Abercrombie up to bat, and he came up to bat in the bottom of the first last night. The result was a 3-run home run that at the time really opened things up, but that ended up being the largest lead either team would enjoy in what was a back and forth contest throughout as Abercrombie sees the first pitch for a strike. Started 4-0 in favor of the home side, went 6-4 favor of the Mavericks. Cactus Rats tied up at 6. Both teams traded runs. Cactus Rats got another one, but then the Mavericks had a grand slam in the 8th. Home side would come to within 1 of tying it in what was an 11-10 thriller. 1-1 count here on Abercrombie. Pitch on the way from Dornan gets the swing and a miss for strike 2. Abercrombie, after last night's outing, up to 282 average on the season, 11 hits, 13 RBIs. That home run was his 4th of the season. Pitch on the way from Dornan, and he gets another swing and a miss. They'll just call him out there, and that's the second out of the inning.
Catcher, number 12, Reese Ruderman.
So Reese Ruderman up to bat with the base pass still first and second. Now 2 out, however. Ruderman, a solid performance last night, reaching on an error. And also having an infield single to go along with that. Moment of getting set before he'll see the first pitch, and Dornan, here's the double steal. Dornan's pitch is thrown. The throw is on line from the catcher, but not in time. A great double steal once again. The Cactus Rats did that last night to perfection. They do it here again today. That was a strike from Dornan and a strike from the starting catcher for the Mavericks today, Jamel Shabbat, but just the speed of the base runners negated anything happening. 1-1 count on Ruderman, 254 batting average across 67 play appearances. He's got 17 hits and 12 runs batted in. He'll chop that one over to third. It's scooped up, and the throw across the diamond in time out of the glove of the third baseman, Carter Roth. So Cactus Rats are down in order, and they managed to score a run before the inning wraps up. It's a 1-0 lead for the home side heading to the second on FloCollege. One nothing lead for Energy City after one full inning of play on FloCollege. Lexi McFarland with you here this afternoon for the second game of this two-game set between the Mavericks and the Cactus Rats. Top half of the inning, 5, 6, and 7 in the order for Medicine Hat. Be led off by Blake Dale, playing shortstop today. Tristan Harley, after getting through just 4 batters in that first inning. First pitch off the plate for ball 1. Dale, just a 193 batting average across 57 plate appearances, has 11 hits and 4 runs driven in. Did not see action last night. Getting the start here today, and he's quickly ahead, 3-0. Yusei Uzawa on deck for the Mavericks also did not play last night, as that one's in there for a strike to bring the count to 3-1. Harley gets the swing and a miss, worked his way right back into this. It's a full count now. First batter of the top of the second, as Dale looks to find a way to get on base. Harley looking for the strikeout. The 3-2 off the plate outside, and Dale's aboard with a walk.
Now batting number 1, Yusei Uzawa.
Yusei Uzawa will be the second one up to bat. Runner aboard and nobody out. Uzawa, the lone Japanese product on the Mavericks roster. Had the night off last night, getting to play today. And a quick glance at first from the catcher, Ruderman. Make sure there's no base stolen. Uzawa, .215 batting average across 79 plate appearances. He's got 17 hits so far in the season with 16 runs batted in. 1-1 count on the starting center fielder for the Mavericks, Uzawa. Shows bunt, lays it down, but it'll roll foul. Bring the count to 1-2. Did not have enough forward motion on that bunt attempt. Just too much off the end of the bat. 1-2. Shallow lead at first for Dale. Uzawa ready as Harley delivers, and that one's fought off over the backstop. So we'll do it all over again. 1-2. Nobody out. They'll quickly chase Blake Dale back to first. All three on the due up for the Mavericks did not play last night, as Jamel Shabbat is on deck currently. And Uzawa will power that one into right center field. Base hit. That's going to send Dale on his way to third. Uzawa will hold up at first. No out single. It's runners on the corners.
Now batting for the Mavericks, number 23 is Jamel Shabbat.
So Shabbat now, favorable situation. First and third, still nobody out in the top of the second. A little bit of a momentary issue at home plate, as Ruderman tosses something over to the Cactus Rats dugout. Will be set to continue after that brief pause. Shabbat, .269 batting average across 26 plate appearances so far. He's got 7 hits and 3 runs batted in. Would love to add to that. Uzawa chased back to first before pitch is even thrown. Mavericks, after wearing the pure red uniforms last night with the mostly red with black sleeve and kind of a camo print gray and red pattern on the jerseys today. Harley delivers first pitch, and that one will catch the inside corner for a strike. Shabbat, one of multiple players on the Mavericks roster coming out of Valley City State University. Andrew Kim and Jaden Babiak, the others. Babiak currently at third base. They'll hold him to third, and then the reversal from Harley to first will get the out. Good job by the Cactus Rats as it stays a 1-0 game, but now second and third, 1 out. So I'll bring Nate King up to bat. King was behind the plate last night, DHing this afternoon. He's got second and third now, but 1 out on the board. Babiak at third. Or my apologies. Blake Dale at third, and Uzawa on second now after advancing via that ground out. King does not chase. It's called a strike on the outside corner. King so far on the season, an even .250 batting average across 44 play appearances, 11 hits, and 12 runs batted in. Pitch well off the plate outside. Brings the count to 1-1. Harley, the starting pitcher for the Cactus Rats, as he gets a strike to bring the count to 1-2. The one of only two players on the roster from Florida. Tallahassee, to be specific. The other one, of course, Timo Aracena, hailing from Vero Beach. Pitch off the play outside, 2-2. Really a true assortment of states and provinces that the Cactus Rats roster is made up of, in addition to the healthy Japanese contingent. Pitch on the way from Harley, just misses downstairs, and the count runs full. Right behind King in the batting order, number 9 hitter, Micah Dvorak. Dvorak had a pretty good game at the plate last night, contributing heavily to the 11-10 decision as Harley gets the swing and a miss from King, 2 away.
Now batting, number 4, Mika Dvorak.
So I'll bring Dvorak to the plate. 2 on still, but 2 out now. Dvorak on the season, .255 average across 106 plate appearances. He's got 27 hits and 23 runs batted in. Starts by fouling the first pitch off right to the backstop. Dvorak, batting 9th last night, reached his first time up on a walk. Would later have an RBI single to go along with that. Finished the night 1 for 4 with that walk in addition, as he sharply fouls that pitch off. Falls behind 0-2. Top of the order looms on deck. Aaron Volcano with a strikeout his first time up last inning. 2 strikes, 2 outs. The pitch inside is just off the plate. Runs the count to 1-2. Cactus Rats on their half of the inning will send up 7, 8, 9 the order. That'll be Katura, Sanders, and Seiji Umezawa. Pitch on the way from Harley, upstairs, 2-2. Any more upstairs on that pitch would be in the attic. Twos across the board, second inning. 2 strikes, 2 balls, 2 outs, and 2 aboard for the Mavericks. Trying to respond to the Cactus Rats' single run last inning, and the count will run full here on Dvorak. First base open. But Harley trying to end things right here. Full count, 2 outs. Harley set, delivers. Gets a foul off, and that one stung Dvorak a little. It looks like he might have fouled it right off the shin guard. take a moment to shake that off and get right back in the batter's box. Rain starting to come down here as the Cactus Rats look to get out of the inning. Still ahead 1-0. It's a full count, 2 outs. Harley set, delivers inside but downstairs, and that will load the bases.
Now batting for the Mavericks. Number 14, Gary Dornan.
And now the umpires, or at least 2 of them, home plate umpire Man McCanny and third plate Don Buskus signaling.
Correction on that batter. Number 13,
That looks like
Volcano.
we will not get to the second time through the order just yet as the rain starts to come down once again.
And it looks like we're now
We'll take a break here and come right back to this game. Another rain delay from Spruce Grove on FloCollege. Well, amidst the attempts for the best laid schemes of mice and men to fall awry, we are forging on fourth after that rain delay. Brief, but what feels like lengthy. And now we'll be set to continue the top of the second with the bases loaded in the Mavericks' favor. 2 outs and a 1-0 lead for the home side through 2/3 of this top of the second. Lexi McFarland with you here on FloCollege. Just about set to continue. The Mavericks had just gotten through the entire batting order as the number 9 hitter Micah Dvorak reached on a walk. So be back to the top of the order. Aaron Volcano, the next batter up, and right behind him, Jaden Babiak will be on deck. Both struck out. Or sorry, Volcano struck out and Babiak had a double in the first inning.
Leading off for the Mavericks, or should we say just now, batting with 2 outs for the Mavericks.
Volcano, that strikeout, a swinging one coming on 4 pitches, leading things off in the top of the first. Bases loaded, 2 outs, top of the second inning. Volcano has not had a great 2-game series so far at the dish. And Harley would like to take advantage of that, get out of a jam here. First pitch is upstairs, 4-1. Blake Dale reached on a walk. He's at third. Yusei Uzawa with the only hit of the inning. A single is on second, and Dvorak, after reaching on the walk, is at first. Count moves to 1-1. Harley hasn't thrown a lot of pitches. Looking to keep that pitch count down and get out of it here. 1-1 the count. As he set the pitch downstairs, 2-1. Babiak on deck. Doubled after 4 pitches in his up as well, as Volcano pops that one up over the Cactus Rats dugout. 2-2, 2 outs of the second. Dale, Uzawa, and Dvorak, the base runners. Harley set, delivers. Swing and a miss. Strike 3, and Harley gets out of it. It stays a 1-0 game as the Mavericks lead. The bases loaded. Will go to the bottom of the second on FloCollege.
Leading off at bottom of the second inning, first baseman, number 28, Easton Kikura.
Home side still leading 1-0 heading into the bottom of the second inning. Easton Couture will lead things off for the Cactus Rats. 28 at-bats so far in the season. He's got 6 hits and 8 runs driven in, a .214 batting average to this point. Gary Dornan, after getting out of the first inning, allowing just 1 run. First pitch outside for a ball. Couture shows bunt, lays it down perfectly. That's going to get to the other side of the mound. The throw across the diamond. Did they get it in time? No. Tag not applied. Morrison can't believe it as great hustle by Couture beats it out for an infield single. Immediately, Morrison reacted. Even if he got the tag, it looked like Couture was there on first in time. And so now Sanders will come up to bat for the Cactus Rats with 1 aboard and nobody out. Umpires are actually going to discuss this one. The throw was high. Morrison had to jump to catch it and then put the tag on in the same motion. It's whether or not he had it in time. And for Couture, who had a decent night at the plate last night, reaching on an error and a hit by pitch, would love to see that stand. He also had an RBI single in the bottom of the 7th, and indeed it does stand. So Couture remains on first, and Kenyon Sanders will be the next batter. Sanders had a great night at the plate last night. Pair of base hits and reached on a walk in the bottom of the 7th inning. I'll chase Couture back to first before Sanders even sees a pitch. Sanders' single in the bottom of the 6th. He'd come around to score as he puts that one over to short, on to second for 1 to first, nowhere near in time, so it'll be a fielder's choice for Sanders.
Now batting number 16, Seishi Umezawa.
6-4 on the putout, and the number 9 hitter this afternoon, Seiji Umezawa, will come up to bat. Still a runner on first, now 1 out. Umezawa from Kanagawa, Japan. Will await the first pitch and take it downstairs in the zone, bottom half of the zone for a strike. Umezawa, this is just his 2nd game played. He's only had 2 at-bats showing on the stat sheet coming into this one. As right now, Sanders getting into the head of the Mavericks pitcher, Dornan. For next pitch on the way to Umezawa, swing and a miss, brings the count to 0-2. Right behind Umezawa, top of the order on deck, Elias Campbell. Ground out to third his first time up. Back in the bottom half of the first. They're still chasing Sanders back to first, making sure he doesn't get a lead. And this one poked right to short, and they'll get the play off in time quicker. This time a double play, and that'll end the inning. So Dornan, after giving up a run in the first, faces the minimum in the second. We go top 3, 1-0 for the Cactus Rats on FloCollege. Top half of the third inning, still a 1-0 score for the home side Cactus Rats. Marked departure from last night when by this point it was already a 4-3 game. 2-3-4 in the order for the Mavericks will be up to bat with Jaden Babiak leading things off with a swing and a miss for strike one. Babiak, the only extra base hit of the game so far, that being a double in the top of the first. Swing and a miss on that one brings the count to 0-2. Babiak, the only one on the Mavericks roster list, is the true utility player as he fouls that pitch off over the Cactus Rats dugout. Generally, each team has that one guy they can move around wherever on the diamond. Here's a swing and a miss for strike three. Harley picks up his fourth strikeout of the afternoon.
Now batting for the Mavericks, number 10, Carter Ruth.
4 strikeouts, all of them on swinging strike threes for Harley. And now Carter Roth will go to bat, bases empty, one away, fly out to right in the top of the first, his last time up. You'll see the first pitch from Harley, power that right at third base. Elias Campbell's there, or sorry, Timo Arsene is there for the snag and the throw over to first. 2 quick outs for Harley.
For the Mavericks, number 22, Evan Morrison.
That brings up Evan Morrison, who also flew out in the top of the first to end that half of the inning. His fly out to center instead of right. Morrison will see the first pitch from Harley, swing right through that. Every pitch Harley has thrown so far in this inning has been a strike. We're going to continue that, and he gets the foul over the backstop from Morrison, 0-2. Should the inning continue, Blake Dale on deck for the Mavericks. Pitch well outside, 1-2. Announcer jinx always comes in at some point. Harley deals. This one's popped up a mile into the sky, and the sun's come out. So this might be a difficult play, but making it with relative ease is Ruderman for the third out of the inning. They're retired. 1, 2, 3 go the Mavericks, and it'll go to the bottom of the 3. Still 1-0. New pitcher into the game for the Mavericks, Garrick Levesque. So Gary Dornan, more of an opener type, handles the first 2 innings and will now turn things over to the Littleton, Colorado product. First batter Levesque will face is the top of the order. Elias Campbell will poke that one on the first pitch over to short, thrown across the diamond in time by Blake Dale for the first out.
Now batting number 3, Parker Husu.
Parker Husu drew a walk on 8 pitches. His last time up would come around to score on the RBI single by Ryu Uno. Husu thinks about the first pitch and lets it go well outside for ball 1. Husu, through 6 plate appearances so far in the series, has only been retired once. That came in the bottom of the 3rd inning, a 4-3 putout. Or my apologies, bottom of the 5th. He has otherwise been hit by a pitch, reached on error, and gotten hits. And then today, drew a walk. This one flown into left field. That will fall into the glove of the left fielder Dvorak. 2 outs. Two quick outs. Timo Aracena also drew a walk in the first inning. That one on 4 pitches. Guns out to bat, bases empty, 2 away. He'll see the first pitch on the inside corner for a strike. Aracena looking to get on base here. And he'll do so with a nice shot past the diving shortstop Dale into left center field for a base hit. So Aracena's reached base both times he's batted. I'll bring Uno up to the plate. RBI single in the bottom of the 1st. Aracena aboard with 2 outs here. Not running. Pitch off the plate outside for ball 1. For Uno, that RBI just his 5th of the season. But obviously always huge to get the first run of the game. So an important RBI all the same. Jumps ahead 2-0. Levesque the pitch outside 3-0. Sun has been hit or miss here. It was out loud and proud for the bottom of the 2nd and top of the 3rd. Now it's covered up again, and it'll allow Uno to see that pitch outside. A walk on 4 straight pitches.
Now batting second baseman, number 18, Drew Abercrombie.
Drew Abercrombie has been the only strikeout victim of the Mavericks so far today. Got a favorable situation here with 2 aboard, but 2 outs on the board as well. Levesque not set, and they can't agree on a pitch, him and the catcher today, Jamel Shabbat, so they'll have a discussion. After getting on the same page, they'll be set to throw the first pitch to Abercrombie, who registered his strikeout across 4 pitches as well. That one on the inside corner, 0-1. Should the inning continue, Reese Ruderman on deck, grounded out to end the bottom of the first. Levesque deals. Abercrombie shows bunt but pulls it back in a wise move, as that one is taken for ball one. Abercrombie did reach base via walk yesterday. He's going to tap that one over to second. Are they going to have a play? It gets past the second baseman. That'll bring home a run, as Aracena comes in to score. It got past the second baseman, Jaden Babiuk, who did not know where that was going.
Number 12, Reese.
So run batted in, and Ruderman up to bat now. Runners on the corners, 2 out. Ruderman sees the first pitch on the inside for a strike. Abercrombie, of course, had the home run in last night's game, so now adds to his RBI total in the series. Taking that one for a ball. Actually, in addition to the 3-run home run, had an RBI single in the bottom of the 8th. So 4 RBIs last night. And now brings another one across here in the bottom of the 3rd this afternoon. That one's powered over to short, snag by Babiak, thrown across the diamond. That's in time. That'll do it. But the Cactus Rats managed to manufacture a second run here on the afternoon. They lead 2-0 heading to the top of the 4th. You're watching on FloCollege. Home side Energy City Cactus Rats with the 2-0 lead through 3 innings of play. Alexi McFarland here with you on FloCollege. As we go top 4, it'll be once again 5, 6, 7 in the batting order. Blake Dale will lead things off. Dale drew the walk his last time up in the top of the 2nd as the Mavericks loaded the bases but could not find a way to bring home a run. Harley into his 4th inning of work. Had 0-1, but that pitch missing outside evens the count up. Weather today pretty much indicative of how it was through the entire month of June in the capital region, where at times you had it hot, at times you had it cold. At times dry and then wet. We've had a little bit of everything here this afternoon. 1-2, and this one powered by Dale into deep left field. This one's tracking foul, however, and it does clear the fence, but it's a foul ball to keep the count at 1-2. Had the right amount of power to it, but not the right line. And so we'll do everything all over again. The rain that was pouring earlier today actually started as this one is drilled down the line. Foul once again. He can't get the right line on it. The rain that was happening earlier actually started late last night. As you can see the rain pouring in downtown Edmonton at about 11:30. And it pretty well continued through the night, off and on perhaps, but soggy start that both teams had to overcome. Two count on Dale, and that one will load the count as it's way outside. Yusei Uzawa on deck. Outside of Babiak, he has the only other hit for the Mavericks this afternoon with the singles last time up. Full count pitch on the way, and this one's popped up high and over the Mavericks dugout. Dale battling hard to stay alive in this at-bat. About to see pitch number 9 forthcoming. And it's upstairs out of the zone. So once again, Dale's aboard with the base on balls.
Number 1, Yusei Uzawa.
Longest step out of the game so far ends with the no-out walk, and now Uzawa up to bat for the second time this afternoon. Same situation as 2 innings ago. Runner aboard and no one out. First pitch on the way from Harley. This one's smoked into left center field. This one's got some carry back at the wall, and a nice catch made on the run by Elias Campbell as he tracked that one down perfectly.
Now batting for the Mavericks, number 23, Jamel Shabbat.
Uzawa retired. That brings up the catcher today, Jamel Shabbat. Shabbat's last time up with the ground out. After he had looked to score a runner, all he was able to do with the ground out was advance Uzawa 90 feet. First pitch thrown there for a ball. Swinging on that one, can't get contact, brings the count to 1-1. Uzawa starting behind the plate this afternoon. King was the catcher for the Mavericks last night, and of course King in the DH spot is on deck. As Harley's pitches in the inside corner to bring the count to 1-2. Other catcher that's listed for the Mavericks. I thought they had 3. Actually, they only have 2. 1-2 from Harley. Misses outside. It's the Cactus Rats who have 3 listed catchers, with Ruderman starting both last night and this afternoon. They also have returning players Nick Hagan and Hunter Ferguson on the roster. 2-2 pitch on the way. This one's poked down the right field line, drifting into foul territory, and there's not going to be a play made. So we'll do everything all over again. Still 2-2, 1 out. Shabbat against the Cactus Rats pitcher, Harley. Harley has gotten through all the innings with not a whole lot of difficulty, and he'll continue to do so. The pitch on the outside corner called strike 3. That's 5 strikeouts for Harley on the afternoon. And of all of them, that's the first one on a called strike 3. Nate King, one of those previous 4 strikeout victims, up to bat for the second time. Sees the first pitch way inside. Close to hitting him, but takes it for ball 1. Number 9 hitter on deck, Micah Dvorak. Drew the walk in the top of the second that loaded the bases, but Medicine Hat unable to do anything with that situation. Count is 1-1 now. Dale still aboard at first. Foul tip. It's actually right in front. It's my apologies. A throw onto first, so he hit it in front of the mound. It's a ground out to end the inning. They strand a base runner, do the Mavericks. We go bottom 4. It's still a 2-0 score. You're watching on FloCollege.
For more than 40 years, we've been there, helping Canadians find the extra space they need to grow and to create new memories. Sentinel Storage. Buy Canadian, store Canadian.
Leading off the bottom of the 4th inning, number 28, Easton.
7, 8, 9 in the order once again for the Cactus Rats here in the bottom of the 4th inning. Easton Coutura will lead things off. Cactus Rats still with a 2-0 lead as you're watching on FloCollege. I'm Lexi McFarland. Coutura, infield single his last time around. He would be erased via fielder's choice on the next batter up. Takes for a first pitch strike. Coutura, Sanders, and Umezawa lead due up here in this half inning as the count goes 0-2. Energy City with just 3 hits through 3 innings, but they've managed to manufacture 2 runs with some excellent base running and small ball play. Also helps that they have drawn 3 walks to this point. 1-2, and this one will be sliced foul over the Cactus Rats dugout. Some teams, the certain game suits them more, certain style of play. Some teams are home run and offense happy, and some thrive off the small ball. Cactus Rats looking to be the one to thrive off the small ball. They almost beat that one out, but Katura cannot outrace the first baseman, Evan Morrison. So that's the first out of the inning. 3 unassisted on the putout. Kenyon Sanders, number 8 batter. Sanders, of course, saying the fielder's choice in the bottom of the second would be erased via the double play that ended that inning. As he chops that one down to second, easy can of corn play for the second baseman, Babiuk. 2 outs.
Now batting number 16, Saiji Yumizawa.
Nobody on and 2 outs. Umezawa will get his second plate appearance of the game. 6-4-3 was the double play put out in his last at bat. I'll see the first pitch on the outside corner for a strike. Umezawa still looking for his first hit here. Got contact on that, but fouls it off to the backstop. Elias Campbell, top of the order on deck, 0 for 2 to start the afternoon. Pitch to Umezawa, he'll power that right at third base, fielded on the hop and thrown across the diamond by Carter Roth. 1-2-3 go. The Cactus Rats in the bottom of the fourth. We go top 5. It's still a 2-0 score for the home team.
Continues to bring you the best seat in the house. The live sports experience is changing. Teams and facilities are under pressure to provide online and in-venue entertainment. IKS Live has the right team to deliver. We provide service across North America and produce the best fan experience in the seats or streaming to you. IKS Live continues to bring you the best seat in the house.
For the Mavericks is number 4, Micah.
Outside of the rain delay we had earlier, we have breezed through this game, especially relative to last night. Through 4 innings already. Scores 2-0 in favor of the Cactus Rats. 9, 1, and 2 in the order coming out to bat for Medicine Hat in this top of the 5th. Dvorak leading things off with the home run cut on that swing. 0-1. Pitch down in the dirt. Harley so far has only had 1 inning where he's been in any sort of real danger. That was the second where the bases ended up being loaded, but he got out of it without giving up anything. And otherwise, it's been cruise control through the first, third, and fourth innings. As he deals inside, gets a swing and a miss, 1-2. Mavericks have had a total of just 5 base runners through 4 innings. 2 hits and 3 walks. Here it's a 2-2 count on the number 9 hitter, Dvorak. Top of the order on deck is Aaron Volcano, who has been 0 for 2, and there's a strikeout to put down Dvorak, 1 away.
Now batting for the Mavericks, number 13, Aaron Volcano.
So Volcano up to bat. He's struck out twice so far this afternoon. Still looking for his first hit of the 2-game series here in Spruce Grove. He'll start by fouling the first pitch off over his own team's dugout. Harley set delivers outside, 1-1. Thanks to the relative ease of the first, third, and fourth innings, Harley's pinch count has not gotten out of control, and there's only been 2 batters that have seen more than 6 pitches in an at-bat, and those were 2 of the 3 walks. Otherwise, it's been some notable efficiency here, a little bit of trouble as it's 3-1 the count. Volcano reached base with a walk last night, trying to do the same here. Pitch on the way is well inside, and he will do just that.
Now batting the Mavericks, second baseman, number 6, Jaden Babia.
So Volcano's aboard for the first time this afternoon. Jaden Babiak will be the next batter. 1 for 2 with a double and a strikeout. That double still standing as the only extra base hit of this contest to this point. One aboard and 1 out. First pitch on the way from Harley is on the outside corner for a strike. Not a very healthy lead at first for Volcano. Staying rather close to the bag. Pitch way inside, but a good block by Ruderman to keep it in front of him. Carter Roth on deck has gone 0 for 2 so far following a 3-hit outing last night. That pitch catches the outside corner. 1-2. Six strikeouts already for Harley, looking to make it 7. A 1-2 pitch on the way. Tapped in front of home plate, right back to Harley. He'll get the throw onto first where it's caught by the first baseman, Katura, 2 away.
Now batting for the Mavericks, third baseman, number 10, Carter Ruth.
So Volcano advances into scoring position on the ground out. Carter Roth will try and bring him home following that first 2 innings. Mavericks right now 0 for 3 in runners in scoring position, make it 0 for 4, a line out right to first. And how about that as Harley gets out of the inning once again with efficiency. We'll go bottom 5, still 2-0. Well, how about this for a little bit of symmetry on the Cactus Rats batting side? First inning, they saw 6 batters go to the plate, just 3 in the next, 6 in the third, and then 3 in the next. So for the third time already this game, Elias Campbell will lead off an inning. An interesting bit of symmetry. That one hits Campbell on the foot, so he will be the first batter to reach by hit by pitch this game.
The umpires have asked for video review. Of course, we don't have video review here, so they're just going to shout it out. See what comes
Looks like they'll talk this one over. The signal is made by home plate umpire Man McConney that it was a hit by pitch on his foot. All three are now gathered and discussing. If it is a hit by pitch, then that would bring Parker Husu up to bat. And looks like they are going to reverse the call. So Campbell will still be the batter in the end of things as Jordan Blundell, the head coach of the Cactus Rats, gets the explanation. So 1-0 the count on Elias Campbell. Levesque into his third inning of work, deals, and that one's outside. He falls behind 2-0. Levesque, like Dornan before him, allowing just 1 run, but he's going to see the bulk of the innings today. However, he's got to work his way out of this jam of a count here, 3-0. Parker Husu on deck. They want the call, but Shabbat doesn't get it. That's a 4-pitch walk for Campbell, who will take his base anyway.
Now batting for our Cactus Rats, number 3, Parker Husu.
So the end result doesn't change. It's still Campbell at first, and Parker Husu will go up for his third at bat. 0 for 1 so far. He had a 8-pitch walk. His first at bat in the bottom of the first, came around to score the first run of the game. Takes outside. And so far in this half inning, Garrick Levesque unable to find the corners of the strike zone. Husu showing bunt, pulls it back, 2-0, a good choice. 6 straight pitches for a ball to start the inning here. Looming on deck, Timo Aracena. Another bunt shown, pull back, another close one taken for a ball, 3-0. Campbell and Husu both seeing the pitches very well. Here comes the 3-0. Bats pulled back. They're going to throw it to first, but Campbell's back in there, and that one finally went for a strike. Husu still ahead in the count, 3-1. Levesque deals upstairs. Good take, and the Cactus Rats are in business here with 2 walks to start the inning.
Number 10, Timo Aracena.
Second time this game, the Cactus Rats have drawn back-to-back walks, and that's going to bring the coach out to the mound from the Medicine Hat side. Jonathan Thornhill is the head coach as he looks to settle things down on his team's defensive side. Aracena will be the next batter, and he has reached base both times, 1 for 1 with a single and a 4-pitch walk, coincidentally. So the Mavericks, of course, feel game planning here is very imperative to getting out of the inning. A little bit of an animated discussion with home plate umpire Amon McCanny on the way back, but Aracena will be up to bat now. Two straight walks to start. Aracena with runners on first and second, no out. That ball will get away. That's going to move both runners up 90 feet. Down in the dirt, and Shabbat could not block it. So now those two runners are both in scoring position. Cactus Rats looking to add on to a 2-0 lead here in the bottom of the 5th. Pitch on the way to Aracena, smacked right at shortstop, and that's off his glove. Everybody safe. Holding up at second was Husu. The run scores. Campbell across home, and Aracena reaches on the base hit.
Number 7, Ryuichiro Uno.
3-0 score now as Ryu Uno is the next batter up, and he has also reached base in both his previous plate appearances. Sees the first pitch upstairs. Ball 1. All 4 at-bats in this inning have started off with first pitch ball. Levesque set, deals inside, 2-0. Drew Abercrombie on deck, reached on an error in the bottom of the 3rd. That brought home a run. The second one of the game for the Cactus Rats. 2-0 pitch upstairs and just outside of the zone, 3-0. No benefit of the doubt here on those borderline pitches in this inning. Favorable count here for Uno, and it's outside the 3rd walk of the inning, and the bases are loaded. Second walk today for Uno.
Now the bat. Number 18, Drew Abercrombie.
Oh, a major chance here for Energy City to really hammer this game wide open. Bases juiced, 1 out. No outs, my apologies. 1 run already come home to score, and now the first pitch to Abercrombie. Outside for a ball. Inside. 2-0. Husu on 3rd. Reached with the second of the 3 walks this inning. RBI for Aracena. He's on 2nd. Uno with the most recent walk at 1st. 2-0 count facing Abercrombie. Way upstairs, 3-0. Nowhere to put him with the bases full. Reese Ruderman on deck. Here's the 3-0 inside, catches the corner for a strike. Cactus Rats so far today have drawn a total of 6 walks. Full count here on Abercrombie following the swing and miss. You want to count both teams, we have reached 10 walks, and we're not even through 5 full innings. Levesque set deals the full count pitch. It's hit over to second. They're going to try and turn two. They won't have a chance. They'll at least get the first out of the inning, but a run scores as Husu crosses home. Fielder's choice for Abercrombie, RBI. 4-0 Cactus Rats.
At the plate is the catcher, number 12, Reese Ruderman.
Reese Ruderman, 0 for 2, a pair of groundouts to end the first and third innings. First and third, one away in the bottom of the fifth. Every at-bat in this half inning has started off with the first pitch ball, and it's the same way for Ruderman. 1-0. A little bit too much of a lead off first for Abercrombie for Garrick Levesque's liking. Easton Katura, as they check back in at first base. Easton Katura on deck. So far, he has only known leading off innings, the second and fourth. 1-0 pitch on the way. Runner taken off, but it's fought off. Foul by Ruderman.
Hopefully that foul ball didn't crack a windshield. What if it did? Crystal Glass has your back. Visit crystalglass.ca for all your windshield needs.
Ruderman looking to recapture some of the magic from last night. As we mentioned earlier, he had a impactful performance.
That's a ballsy move. Very much.
Jumps ahead 2-1. Ruderman reaching on the error in the bottom of the seventh last night, as the Cactus Rats tried to rally for the tie. This one hit right at short, diving back in and not in time. Would you believe it? Ruderman ends the inning yet again, this time by hitting into a double play line out. But the Cactus Rats add 2 to their tally here and lead 4-0 after 5 full innings. You're watching on FloCollege. Through 5 innings, 5 quick ones, I should be astute to note. It's a 4-0 lead for Energy City on Medicine Hat. Evan Morrison will lead things off for the Mavericks here in the top of the 6th. Tristan Harley, entering his 6th inning of work, will throw that one just off the play outside and not held onto by Ruderman. Ball 1. Morrison, after a dominant outing last night, is 0 for 2 to start here, and he's going to change that in a hurry with the base hit out to right field. First hit of the afternoon for Morrison. He's aboard with no out.
Now batting for the Mavericks, number 5, Blake Dale.
You had a feeling Morrison wasn't going to be quieted for too long, as he reached base several times last night. 3 hits, including those 2 home runs, and also drew a walk. So that's his 4th hit in this 2-game series. A whiff and a miss for Dale on the first pitch there, 0-1. Dale has led off 2 innings in this game and both times drawn a walk. Falls behind here, 0-2. Shallow lead off first for Morrison. Dale thought about it, but checks the swing. Here's the play on to second, but Morrison is there in time as that one got away from Ruderman. Count goes to 1-2 now on Blake Dale. Swing and a miss. He gets him swinging on the 7th strikeout of the afternoon.
Now batting for the Mavericks, number 1, Yusi Izawa.
So Dale's retired for the first time this afternoon. That brings Yusei Uzawa to the plate. Uzawa 1 for 2. Fly out his last time up and a single back in the 2nd inning. Pitch on the way from Harley inside for ball 1. It was a nice touch by the Cactus Rats before the start of the game to do not only the Canadian but also the Japanese national anthems, as Uzawa joins the large contingent of Japanese players on the Cactus Rats in partaking in this 2-game series. 1-1 the count as Harley set and delivers downstairs. We'll say the advantage to this series has been exactly that, learning a lot more about Japanese locales. Uzawa from Chiba, Japan, that one a little more popularly known. Some of the others maybe not so much for some people. And it's always cool to discover new cities in different parts of the world. 2-2 count on Uzawa. Harley set delivers. Inside check swing. The appeal down to third, and Don Buska says he did not go, so it's a full count. Uzawa trying to make something happen for the Mavericks here in the top of the 6th. Morrison not running. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. 8 strikeouts for Harley here in this game. So I'll bring Jamel Shabbat to the plate. Shabbat 0 for 2 so far. Called strike 3 his last time up. And a ground out to the pitcher's mound back in the top of the 2nd. You'll see the first pitch from Harley and chop that one right over to second base. Easy play there is made by Abercrombie for the third out of the inning. Tristan Harley has breezed through 6 with relative ease. It's a 4-0 Cactus Rats lead going to the bottom half on FloCollege.
For more than 40 years, we've been there, helping Canadians find the extra space they need to grow and to create new memories. Sentinel Storage. Buy Canadian, store Canadian.
The live sports experience is changing. Teams and facilities are under pressure to provide online and in-venue entertainment. IKS Live has the right team to deliver. We provide service across North America and produce the best fan experience, in the seats or streaming to you. IKS Live continues to bring you the best seat in the house.
Leading off the bottom of the 6th inning.
4-0 lead for the home side Cactus Rats as we go bottom 6. New pitcher into the game for the Mavericks will be Ryan Dexter after Garrick Levesque gets through 3 innings, 3 runs, miraculously just 1 hit, but multiple errors, and of course 4 walks. The Mavericks pitching staff has thrown 6 walks through 5 innings. Look to get something different out of Dexter, and the batters he'll face in the order are 7, 8, 9. Katura up to bat first. Pops this one up to start. This one drifting over to the Cactus Rats dugout, and that one's going to land on top of the shed and almost landing right on top of the fence there is third baseman Carter Roth. Katura so far 1 for 2 infield single and a ground out most recently. Next pitch on the way from Dexter in there for a strike, 0-2. On deck for the prospects, Kenyon Sanders, or Cactus Rats, Kenyon Sanders. We were talking about that earlier. How long was it going to take for the play-by-play guy to make that mistake? And amazingly, it took nearly 15 innings. One, 2 on Katura. And he'll take that one inside and in the dirt, 2-2. I think there's something similar happening, I want to say, in the NFL, where one of the broadcasters continued to refer to the Chargers by the San Diego locale. So it's, as this one is lined into center field, Katura, his second hit of the afternoon. 2 for 3, and he is hot in this series. just the fourth hit of the game for the Cactus Rats, and Kenyon Sanders will look to take advantage. Runner aboard, Sanders. We'll see the first pitch from Dexter on the inside corner for a strike. Seen some fans with lots of different merch from all eras of this franchise. That ball gets away, and that's going to easily allow Katura to get to second base. So Sanders, now facing a 1-1 count, has a runner in scoring position. We'll see the next pitch show bunt, but he's ruled to have gone around 1-2. Tried to pull it back, but astute on the observation was home plate umpire Amanda McConney. So 1-2 now. Pitch on the way from Dexter is outside to even the count up at 2. Seiji Umezawa on deck. 0 for 2 on the afternoon so far with a pair of groundouts, one of them into a double play. Sanders waits. Here's the pitch. Swung on and missed. Just the second time a Cactus Rat has gone down on strikes this afternoon.
Now batting for the Cactus Rats, number 16, Seiji Umezawa.
Umezawa will look to break out of the 0 for 2 start to the afternoon. Got a runner in scoring position should he be able to do so. Healthy lead off of second for Katura, and the pitch on the outside corner for a strike. Elias Campbell on deck. He has led off 3 innings in this game already. You'd love to maybe bat with somebody on base for once. A 1 count. Pitch to Umezawa. Finds the inside corner, maybe a little generously. 0-2. We were saying just 4 hits for the Cactus Rats today, but multiple errors and multiple walks. That one into left field for a base hit. Around to score is Katura. He's in for the 5th run of the afternoon for the Cactus Rats. How about that? A first hit for Seiji Umezawa, and it's an RBI single.
Now batting number 40, Elias Campbell.
That's got to be a feel-good moment for Seiji. I'll turn the lineup over. Elias Campbell up to bat now. Runner aboard, 1 out, and a 5-0 lead that his team has been staked to. You'll see the first pitch upstairs for a called strike. First hit, first RBI. Seiji Umezawa checking the boxes here with that drive into left field. A 1 count. Pitch on the way from Dexter is just off the plate outside. Parker Husu on deck. officially 0 for 1 with the flyout, but he's drawn 2 of the 6 walks the Cactus Rats have been issued today. That one darn near caught Campbell for real this time. They mistakenly, in the top of the 5th, thought he was hit by the first pitch. You go on to reach first anyway via a 4-pitch walk. Ahead here, 2-1. Runner taken off. Umezawa is going to get there as Shabbat cannot hang on to the ball. So a stolen base, I would like to say. And back at home plate, the count now 2-2 on Campbell. We'll see the next pitch with a runner in scoring position. Dexter set, deals. The pitch is just off the plate outside. A good take by Campbell. Full count. In spite of all the walks, this is just the 3rd time Cactus Rats have had a full count situation in this game. Pitch on the way upstairs, taken high out of the zone. Ball 4, 7th walk of the afternoon for Energy City.
Number 3, Parker Husu.
And 2 walks now for Elias Campbell, as he matches the total Parker Husu has. First and second, 1 out here. Husu has only been retired twice over the course of this 2-game series. Looking to get on base yet again. Pops this one up. This one drifting foul. Does not look playable as it's over the Cactus Rats dugout. In case you're wondering, the batters for the Cactus Rats who have gotten a hit so far in this game: RBI single for Uno in the first, infield single Katura in the second, Aracena, and then Umezawa in this inning with the other 2 base hits. There has not been an extra base hit for the Cactus Rats on the day. There's only been 1 in the entire game, and that came way back in the top of the first. Would have thought back then we were going to see another 11-10 contest. It has not broken that way at all. 1-1, way outside, 2-1. And it's funny because last night's games started with a 1-2-3 top of the first, 2 Ks, and then a 1-pitch ground out to the first 3 in the Medicine Hat batting order. You thought that was going to be a pitcher's duel, but it turned out exactly the opposite. Pitch on the way from Dexter is behind him. That was right behind Parker Husu, and both runners are going to advance 90 feet. On the wild pitch. And a 3-1 count now as Husu looks to make it 3 walks potentially on the afternoon. Timo Aracena on deck. He's driven in a run. He's reached base all 3 times. Pitch catches the corner, full count. Three and 2. Dexter's pitch is popped up into shallow left field. Onto the outfield grass goes the shortstop Blake Dale to make the catch. 2 away. So Aracena has found just about every way to get to first base so far today. He's drawn a walk, he's reached on an error, and he's singled. They'll see the first pitch from Dexter down the dirt for ball one. Should the inning continue, Ryu Uno is on deck. Like Aracena, he has reached base 3 times. As the 3 and 4 hitters in the Cactus Rats lineup have really made an impact. Count goes to 2-0. Energy City with 1 run in the first, 1 run in the third, and then 2 in the fifth. 3-0. Aracena looking to get aboard and keep the inning going. Facing a 3-0 count, Dexter set the pitch, finds the outside corner, 3-1. Be interesting to get the breakdown once we've counted up of how many pitches have gone for strike and how many have gone for ball against Cactus Rats hitters. Feels like the scales might be tilted. Ball 4, and once again, Aracena walks. So the bases are juiced for the second time this afternoon. Uno comes up to bat with the bases loaded. 2 outs. Umezawa at third. Campbell at second, and Aracena at first. First pitch on the way from Dexter, right over top of him. Did not hit him by the ruling of Aman Makani. 1-0. Ryu Uno looking to do some damage here. It's a 1-0 count after he ducks out of the way of the first pitch. Dexter will hit that one there on the outside corner for a strike. Of course, Energy City had the bases loaded last inning. And a line into a double play ended everything. Fouled off to the backstop. 1-2. Seventh batter of this inning. First time we've gone beyond 6 in a half inning. Uno looking to make it 8 by getting on base here, but that pitch is right down Main Street for a called strike 3, and Dexter gets out of the jam with just 1 run allowed. We'll go top 7. 5-0 score for the Cactus Rats on FloCollege. New pitcher into the game for the Cactus Rats will be Ronan Sexton.
Now pitching for your Cactus Rats, number 27, Roman Sexton.
Thought we might see Tristan Harley for another inning, but not to be.
In for a king is number 2, Adam Volcano.
And Sexton will face a pinch hitter. Adam Volcano will come in place of King and see the first pitch way inside for ball 1. Volcano played last night. That one is going to catch him, and he'll be aboard after reaching a couple times last night.
Now batting for the Mavericks, number 4, Micah Dvorak.
So the number 9 hitter, Micah Dvorak, will come up for his third plate appearance. He has walked and struck out, sticking to the true outcome so far. Adam Volcano aboard at first. Sexton freshly into the game. His first pitch to Dvorak off the plate outside. Downstairs, 2-0. With Adam at first, Aaron Volcano on deck. Managed to reach bases last time up. Has otherwise struck out twice. Sexton looking to get a pitch in there for a strike, and does so by a couple of centimeters. 3-1. Pitch on the way on the outside corner again as he's finally found that sweet spot, and the count goes full. Dvorak, in getting that walk in the top of the second, saw 7 pitches. This will be number 6 of this at bat. On the way, and a swing and a miss. Strike 3. He has struck out twice today.
Now batting for the Mavericks, number 13, Aaron Volcano.
So now we'll go 4th time through the order as the wind picks up a bit. Aaron Volcano has walked once, struck out twice. Volcano, next hit will be his 35th of the season as he jumps ahead 2-0. In terms of walks, the one he drew earlier is number 15. He'll power that right at third. A nice diving play thrown across by Timo in time. Timo Aracena flashing the glove after flashing the bat.
Now batting for the Mavericks, number 6, Jaden Rabia.
Two down now. Advancing on the play is Adam Volcano. So runner in scoring position now for Jaden Babiak. First pitch to Babiak, well outside. Babiak so far 1 for 3, a strikeout, a ground out, and a double that still stands as the only extra base hit on the afternoon for either team. It was especially interesting because we had 2 home runs for each side last night, and now we can barely even get a double. That one's in there for a strike, 2-1. Mavericks have a total of 3 hits on the afternoon as Tristan Harley held them very much in check. 2-1 pitch on the way from Sexton is downstairs, 3-1. Should the inning continue, Carter Roth on deck. Roth has not reached base once in his 3 times up to bat. This one grounded to short. Fielded on the hop, thrown across by Umezawa for the out. After a bit of a slow start, Sexton gets right through it. We're through the top of the 7th. Time to stretch. It's 5-0 home side. New pitcher into the game for the Medicine Mavericks will be Andrew Kim. He'll face Drew Abercrombie to lead things off. And the first pitch outside of the zone for ball 1. Dexter lasting just 1 inning. Only gave up 1 run but faced 7 batters over the course of the bottom of the 6th. One and 1 count facing Abercrombie. Inside catches the corner, 1-2. Kim is set, deals this one right up the middle, but there in time is Dale. He'll throw to first for the first out.
Get up to bat, number 12, Reese Ruberman.
So I'll bring up the number 6 batter, Reese Ruderman. Ruderman so far has grounded out twice and then lined into a double play. 0 for 3 on the afternoon. First pitch is in there for a strike. Fouls that one off. We have the final stat line for starting pitcher for the Cactus Rats, Tristan Harley, as he goes 6 innings. No runs on 3 hits, 4 walks, but 8 strikeouts across 103 pitches. That's the definition of a quality start. One-two count on Ruderman at the plate. And over the course of this 2-game series, 6 innings will be the longest outing for any pitcher as Ruderman chases, goes down on strikes for the second out.
Now batting number 828, Easton Coutura.
Easton Coutura comes up to bat now. He's got a 2-for-3 game going to this point. Pair of base hits, one of them infield. So we were saying Harley's 6-inning outing, the longest. Luis Diaz went 5 2/3 for the Mavericks last night. And, of course, Cactus Rats pitcher Braden Giardina could not make it out of the 5th. So Harley the only one to go 6 complete. 2-0 count to start here on Coutura. Kim set delivers, and that one's fouled off, 2-1. Two and 1 count, and Coutura will call time. Get reset. Should the inning continue, Kenyon Sanders on deck. 0 for 3 so far. He would love to finally get on base. A good take there by Coutura. 3-1. Coutura sees the 3-1. That one he thought was ball 4. Catches the outside corner according to Mon McConney behind the plate. And a full count. Coutura will pick the bat back up. Cactus Rats have only gone 1, 2, 3 once so far tonight or today. Pitch downstairs. They won't do that here in this inning as Coutura draws the 2-out walk.
Coming up to the plate, number 13, Kenyon Sanders.
That is the 9th walk issued to Cactus Rats batters this afternoon. Normally in a game you can get away with a couple walks here and there, but 9 walks is tough to overcome as Mavericks pitching staff has found out this afternoon. This one's poked into right field, playable and caught by the right fielder this afternoon, Volcano. So we're through 7. It's still a 5-0 Cactus Rats lead. You're watching on FloCollege. 3, 4, 5 in the batting order due up for the Mavericks here in the top of the 8th. We're through 7. It's a 5-0 Cactus Rats lead. Carter Roth will lead things off, and he has not had a successful afternoon so far. 0 for 3. As Ronan Sexton in for his second inning of work. And starts by falling behind 2-0. Bit of a departure for Roth after 3 base hits last night. He's looking for one here, and that one does stay fair. So we'll get back into the hit column, try and stretch this into a double. He will do so. Just the second extra base hit of the game for either side, and Carter Roth's aboard with nobody out.
Now batting at number 22, Evan Morrison.
I'll bring up Evan Morrison to the plate. Morrison has gone 1 for 3 to this point. Singled his last time up. Jumps ahead quickly here, 1-0. As things currently stand, Garrick Levesque would be the pitcher record for the Mavericks. And Tristan Harley on the Cactus Rats side in line for the win. One and one count here on the first baseman Morrison. Sexton set the pitch, swung on and missed, or maybe foul tip, but either way, 1-2. Right up behind Morrison, it'll be Blake Dale. Barring a pinch hitter, Dale reached his first 2 times with a walk and struck out in the top of the 6th. Pitch on the way, swung on and missed. And they'll throw it to first to complete the strikeout for the first out of the top of the 8th.
Number 5, Blake Dale.
That is the 10th strikeout registered between Harley and Sexton here this afternoon, as they have done a good job of sitting down the Mavericks via either called or swinging strikes. Blake Dale now to bat, starting ahead 1-0. Sexton set the pitch. This one's going to be golfed into left field, but a jumping catch made there by Elias Campbell, 2 away.
Now batting number 1,
Yusei Uzawa, for his 4th at-bat of the afternoon, comes to the plate. Uzawa, 1 for 3 to this point. Single, strikeout, and flyout. First pitch well outside. Ruderman does well to grab that and limit the base runner Roth. Uzawa's single, one of just 3 hits that Tristan Harley allowed. Mavericks have only gotten 4 hits to this point. That ball's going to get way into the outfield, but unable to advance at all is Carter Roth. You have to wonder, if Harley hadn't allowed those 3 hits, do you maybe see if he can go for a no-hitter, but They will take a 6-inning outing without a earned run for sure. Pitch on the way from Sexton. Inside, this one's going to get away, and advancing to third is Roth. 3-0 the count. Should the inning continue, currently slated as Jamel Shabbat on deck. And it's looking likely here, a 3-0 count on the batter at home plate, and Uzawa will take the walk. So that'll bring Shabbat up to bat.
Number 23, Jamel Shabbat.
Just the second time all game the Mavericks have had a 5th at-bat of the inning. And now Nick Salahub, the bench coach for the Cactus Rats, will come out and have a chat with Ronan Sexton.
The Mavericks would like to invite you to celebrate and commemorate this homecoming weekend. Make sure you grab your free commemorative ticket to celebrate this first ever
Jamel Shabbat, so far on the afternoon, across 3 at-bats, has not managed to do much. 0 for 3 and 2 groundouts and a strikeout. Meeting on the mound wraps up as Nick Salahub will return to the dugout. We'll salute to the crowd. I've always loved that about Nick. He's always had one of the lightest personalities in the dugout. So Sexton will face Shabbat. First and third, 2 outs. Mavericks right now just trying to get a run. A runner on his way to second as Uzawa, again, they're uncontested. And the count 0-1 on Shabbat. Mavericks at this point just trying to score a run. Never mind anything else. This one chopped to third, throw across the diamond in time, and Sexton gets out of it without giving anything up. We're through 8.5, or we're through 7.5, and it's still 5-0 here on FloCollege.
Top of the
Another new pitcher into the game for the Mavericks will be Danny Retzlaff. Retzlaff, first batter he will face is the number 9 hitter, Seiji Umezawa, who shows bump but pulls it back and takes ball 1. Wind's starting to pick up again. It died off for quite a while there, but now if you see the outfield camera, it's shaking a little bit. Wind picked right back up. 2-0 on Umezawa. The pitch on the outside corner for a strike. Top of the order on deck, Elias Campbell has walked the last 2 times he's come up to bat. Umezawa, last time up, RBI single, his first hit and his first RBI for the Cactus Rats this season. That pitch right down Main Street will load up the count. Retzlaff set the pitch, and that's a walk issued, the 11th time the Cactus Rats have reached base via walk this game.
Number 40, Elias Campbell.
Umezawa's aboard for the second time. That turns the lineup over, and Elias Campbell will get a 5th at bat. 0 for 2 outside of the 2 walks that he has most recently gotten. First pitch is upstairs outside for ball 1. Retzlaff deals in there for a strike, 1-1. Parker Husu on deck. Popped out his last time up. Just the 3rd time he's been retired this series. That one just missing on the outside, 2-1. Well, chase Umezawa back to the bag. Five runs for the Cactus Rats so far, despite just 5 hits, as they have made every base runner count, or at least the vast majority of them. 3-1 on Campbell. Pitch is inside. He's got 3 straight walks. 2 aboard, nobody out.
Cactus Rats. Number 3, Parker Husu.
So Parker Husu now with 2 walks in the game, just like Campbell before him had heading into his at-bat. First pitch on the inside corner for a strike. First and second, nobody out. Wind blowing inward. Husu doesn't care. He'll smack that outward into the field. Into center, and 1 runs in to score. Sliding into third is Campbell, and he is safe. RBI single there, and a fine piece of hitting. Advancing to second on his single is Parker Husu. He's made it 6-0 for the Cactus Rats.
Now batting for your Cactus Rats, number 10, Timo Aracena.
Still nobody out for Energy City here, and Timo Aracena up to bat now. Very favorable situation, second and third with nobody out still. He'll see the first pitch in there for a strike. The RBI single by Husu, just the 6th hit of the afternoon for the Cactus Rats. They're going to make it 7, and they'll make it a 7-0 game. Campbell in to score. Holding up at third is Husu. Going for second is Aracena. Do they have the tag? No, they do not. Heads up play by Aracena, and he'll stay. Second and third, no outs, but now 7-0. So Ryu Uno will come up to bat now. Uno so far in this game, RBI single and a pair of walks. Struck out his last time up, so 1 for 2 plus the 2 walks. Ball's behind 0-1. Takes that one downstairs. If you want to believe it, this is just the second time all game Cactus Rats have had 2 hits in an inning, but it's the first time both hits have been RBI singles. One-two count facing the number 4 batter, Uno. As the pitch on the way, a swing and a miss, and he's down on strikes. First out of the inning.
Now batting number 18, Drew Abercrombie.
Drew Abercrombie up to bat. He'll show bunt but pull it back, and it's ball 1. Abercrombie to this point brought a home run by reaching on error earlier. Also has an RBI fielder's choice, so 2 runs driven in, but a little unconventionally compared to how he drove in 4 last night. 1-1 pitch is in there for a strike, brings the count to 1-2. Retzlaff trying to get out of the inning here. Will induce a ground out right back to the mound. Throw it to first, 2 away.
At the plate, number 12, Reese Ruderman.
Reese Ruderman will get another at-bat here in this game. Does not yet have a hit across 4 plate appearances. Chance to add to this already healthy 7-0 lead for the Energy City Cactus Rats. Will see the first pitch outside for a strike. Down in the dirt, and a good block put on there by Shabbat. 1-1. Looking ahead to the top of the 9th, it'll be 2 of the Volcanoes along with Micah Dvorak. Adam Volcano first, then Dvorak and Aaron Volcano up to bat. Two and 1 count facing Ruderman. We'll see if they give Ronan Sexton a third inning of pitching work or bring in someone else. On the Cactus Rat side. Outside, 3-1. Should Ruderman reach base here, it's Easton Coutura on deck, and he has had a heck of a day at the plate. The 3-1 is inside, and that will load the bases for the third time this afternoon.
Now batting number 28, Easton Coutura.
That is the 12th walk that the Cactus Rats have drawn in this game. They'll bring Easton Coutura up to bat. Pitch on the inside corner for a strike. Only batter that hasn't come up yet this inning is Kenyon Sanders. He's on deck right now. Ball blocked in the dirt by Shabbat. 1-1. Pitch on the way inside. 1-2, and Coutura didn't like taking that pitch. Husu at third, Aracena at second, and Ruderman at first, as a good take there by Coutura makes it a 2-2 count. Retzlaff just trying to finish the inning off. Coutura looking to keep it going. Here's the pitch. Chop foul down the left field line. Pitch on the way. This one tapped out in front of home plate. Snagged by Retzlaff on to first. That'll end the inning. Cactus Rats give themselves a little more insurance. It's 7-0 we go. Top of the ninth.
For more than 40 years, we've been there, helping Canadians find the extra space they need to grow and to create new memories. Sentinel Storage. Buy Canadian, store Canadian.
New pitcher into the game for the Cactus Rats to close it out. A familiar face, Archer Blumenshine. The Sherwood Park product will come on to close out the 7-0 lead for the home side. He'll face 8-9-1 in the batting order. Adam Volcano came in as a pinch hitter in the 7th and was hit by a pitch in his only plate appearance today. Swings and misses through that one. 1-1. After Adam Volcano, will be Dvorak and Aaron Volcano due up here in the top of the 9th. Blumenshine set the pitch, is chopped over towards short, and Umezawa had that go off his leg. I'll allow Volcano to slide into second on the error.
Now batting number 4, Micah Dvorak.
So we'll complete a 4th time through the order as Dvorak comes up for his 4th AB of the game. First pitch to Dvorak inside for a ball. Dvorak so far, pair of strikeouts and reached on a walk back in the 2nd inning. Dvorak powers that right at first base. Nice snare there. And the solo put out by Katura, 1 away.
Coming up to the plate, number 13. 13, Aaron Volcano.
So the lineup turns over. Aaron Volcano up to bat for the 5th time. Has only reached base once, 0 for 3 otherwise. First pitch is in there for a strike. On the ground out, Adam Volcano reached 3rd on the advance as that one's fouled down the left field line. Be a bit of small solace for the Mavericks to get Adam Volcano home. Jaden Babiak on deck for the Mavericks has had a little bit of better luck than Aaron Volcano currently at the bat. Blumenshine set, deals and gets the swing and a miss for strike 3. They'll swing him out and throw him out. 2 away.
Now from the Mavericks with 2 out, number 6, Jaden Babiak.
Mavericks down to their final out. Jaden Babiak will be the next batter as the Cactus Rats look to close out this 2-game set with their first Spruce Grove win. First pitch on the way to Babiak is off the plate inside for ball 1. Should the inning continue, it'll be Carter Roth on deck. Pitch on the way. This one's chopped past the glove of Blumenshine, and the Mavericks will do well to make sure they don't get shut out. Volcano in to score their first run of the game on the RBI single by Babiak.
Now batting at number 10, Carter Roth.
2-hit afternoon for Babiak, and now I'll turn things over to Carter Roth, who himself has a double, just like his counterpart at first base. Falls behind 0-1 to start. And popped up. This should do it. On the infield, Katura with the catch, and that will put the icing on the cake of a 7-1 home victory for the Cactus Rats, as they make sure to punctuate this 2-game set at Henry Singer Park here in Spruce Grove.
Mavericks won. On behalf of the Cactus Rats, thank you everybody for coming out tonight. Please.
Took a while. They had to put up with some rain delays, but in the end, it's the Cactus Rats who emerge victorious. And on the season, they'll advance up to 14-19 record. The win to Tristan Harley with a quality start. The loss to Garrick Levesque on the other end. That's all from Henry Singer Park here in Spruce Grove. I'm Lexi McFarland saying have a great rest of your Sunday evening.